2.8.27, the function here is g of x equals to square root of 9 minus x. We are going to use the definition of derivative to figure out what g prime of x is equal to. And the definition is once again by the limit. It's the limit when h approaching to 0, g of x plus h minus g of x all over h. And let's take a look. Be really careful with the setup. We know that g of x is equal to square root of 9 minus x. So that will go here in a minute. But to figure out g of x plus h, what we need to do is just plugging x plus h into this x right here in red. And it's going to be g of x plus h is equal to square root of 9 minus. Let's open the parentheses and then plugging x plus h into that x right here. So this is how it's going to look like. And perhaps we can do some simplification here because the inside is just the same as 9. I can distribute the negative 9 minus x minus h like that. Alright, so with this we are ready to plug in back into the formula. So this is equal to the limit when h goes to 0. On the bottom we just have h. On the top, g of x plus h is this. So I will write down square root of 9 minus x minus h minus g of x is that, the original function, which is square root of 9 minus x. This is a limit with square root. Let's multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate. Alright? So we'll do that. This is how we can simplify an expression with square root. So I'll keep the first, which is 9 minus x minus h, but I will change the sign between. Instead of minus, we have plus. And I will keep the second one as well, which is 9 minus x. Multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate, so I will put another one on the denominator as well. 9 minus x minus h plus square root of 9 minus x, like this. And now keep in mind, the reason that we multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate is because we want to fix the top. So in that case, we are just going to multiply out the top. We will leave the bottom the same. So I will continue right here. I will get the limit when h approaching to 0. The denominator is going to be staying the same. h parentheses, so all this right here, square root of 9 minus x minus h plus square root of 9 minus x. On the numerator, I will multiply it out. And it's pretty much the first thing square. You take out the square root and you get 9 minus x minus h. And you subtract the second part square, which is, once again, you take out the square root. But in this case, use the parentheses accordingly. So minus parentheses 9 minus x. And now let's multiply out the top right here. Negative 9. Negative times negative x is positive x. And as we can see, here I have positive 9. And that will cancel out with this negative 9. And this negative x will cancel out with this positive x. Altogether, we just have the negative h right here. But we also have another h on the denominator. So this will be cancelled as well. So I'll cancel out the h together. On the top, what you have is negative 1 left. We have negative 1 left on the top. And this is what we have left on the denominator. So we're just going to see what the answer is going to be. Especially after you cancel out something on the top and on the bottom, we are going to plug in 0 into this variable. Alright? So we are going to plug in 0 into h. You have two variables, be careful. On the top, I have just negative 1. Over, on the denominator, I have square root of 9 minus x minus the h, but I'm going to plug in 0 into h. And the second part is going to be, you add another square root of 9 minus x. And take a look. On the top is negative 1. On the denominator, we have two of the same square root. Both insides are 9 minus x. So two of them is 2 square root of 9 minus x. And overall, this is going to be the final answer. This is g prime of x. That's it.